This is the Dragonstone armor set. Buying this on the GE will only cost you 4.6 million. But if you are to get this set the only other way, it can cost you easily over 400 million to get. The only other way to get these pieces is by looting the Elven crystal chest in Prifddinas after the completion of the Song of the Elves quest. To open this chest, you need one enhanced crystal key created by combining a regular crystal key with 10 crystal shards along with 80 smithing and crafting, making each key worth around 165,000 GP. Now that's a lot of money, but here's the kicker. These Dragonstone armor pieces have a drop rate of 1 in 2,500 each from this chest. So if you want the entire set, you can expect to use thousands of these keys. So in this video, let's get our hands on 2,500 enhanced crystal keys in an attempt to be one of the few people with a completed Dragonstone armor set in our collection log. And we have done it. We have put the offers in worth 384 million GP, which is going to be all the regions we need to get 2,500 enhanced crystal keys. After having the offers in for roughly 8 hours, we finally have everything we need. Now the crystal keys are very obvious why we bought, but why did we buy so many of these enhanced crystal teleport seeds for 1.9 million each? Well, it's because these are the best way to get crystal shards the fastest way possible. Each one of these is worth 150 crystal shards and we need 25,000. You can hand in a bunch of other items also for crystal shards, but these are the best value for the money. So let's go ahead and hand all of them in. Yeah, it almost feels illegal to have this many crystal shards on one account. But it's finally time to start the absolutely dopamine-inducing activity of making all of these crystal keys into the enhanced crystal key, which also gives a ton of smithing and crafting experience. 13.5 thousand for 27 keys. Not sure how much experience an hour this is, but we're going to find out. I've only done like 10 inventories, but currently we are getting 1.1 million crafting and smithing experience an hour, so 2.2 million XP an hour overall. With this method, you can get 99 in like 9 or 10 hours, and that is in both crafting and smithing. So if you are sitting on an absurd amount of money, you can get 99 smithing and crafting in just less than 1 day with this method, which is kind of crazy. Now, if you think this is crazy, making crystal bodies is even crazier. One crystal body costs 3 armor seeds and 150 crystal shards, which is worth around 17 million GP. And they give 7.5k smithing and crafting experience when making them. So you can make up to 9 per inventory, and that gives you 67.5 thousand experience in each skill, meaning roughly 130k per inventory. But that one inventory also costs you 150 million GP, so not a very cheap method. 2.5 million experience later and 6 levels gained, we finally have 2,500 enhanced crystal keys. All we have left to do now is to use them. Until now, I have actually kept a small little dirty secret from you guys. This is not the first time I've opened these chests on this account, because I have actually done an on-drop rate for any of these pieces. And I actually ended up getting the Dragonstone plate legs. So I've actually already opened 500 of these chests, and we're going to be ending on 3,000 at the end of this, and hopefully a full Dragonstone armor set. The Elven crystal chest has a very weird loot table. Instead of one big table, it has 15 different rows of small tables you can obtain. All of these 15 except for 2 include a guaranteed Dragonstone along with some average valued loot. But the final 2 is either the Dragonstone armor pieces with a chance of 1 in 500 to hit, or the insanely rare 1 in 10,000 uncut onyx table, which has to be the most expensive way to get an onyx. I'm bringing 10 keys per inventory. I don't know if I will have to change this because some of the loot tables give you like 10 items at a time, but I can adjust that as we go along. Oh, we have 6 crystal acorns. These are actually used to plant crystal trees that you can harvest for some crystal shards. I don't know if I'll actually ever do that because I hate farming, but it's nice to have them if I ever want to do it. And for the final key of the inventory, and we get runite ore. Yeah, that's one of the items you can get, or one of the loot tables that's going to fill up my inventory very quickly. Oh nice, we have the first crystal shard loot of 28 as well. The highest you can get is 35. The crystal shards are actually not that rare, so we should recover a lot of the ones we've used. You know, this drop of 5 different types of runes really does fill up my inventory quickly. I could bring a divine rune pouch and get 4 of them into it, but I don't really know if it's worth it. Yeah, never mind. I'm not doing this for the entire grind. It actually makes banking so annoying because every time I have to do this, I have to take out it, put it at the bottom of my inventory, run all the way back, and when I do get one of the rune drops, I have to put them into the rune pouch one by one, and that takes time as well. And with the bank being so close, I feel like it's just not worth the effort. Now, on the other hand, something that would be extremely useful here is the gem bag. It takes a good while to get, and sadly I don't have it, but it can hold up to 60 of each gem, and because every single key gives a guaranteed Dragonstone, it could save you a ton of inventory slots. So if you are planning on doing this grind in the future, you might as well get the gem bag, but if I went to do it now, it would take me longer to get it than to just open all of these 2,500 chests. Oh, we actually got one of the more rare items here. It's not super rare, it's one in 256. A shield left half. There's actually 2 more dragon items you can get. And really, I guess this is a pretty reliable way to get the shield left half, but just very expensive. But after this key, we are going to be hitting the 10% marker with 250 chests opened. And this is all the loot that we've got. It's actually worth 12 million GP, and that's not counting in the crystal shard price. So that means, just in pure loot, from this sample size at least, which should be fairly accurate, we should end at 120 million of pure cash back, which is nice. I mean, I'm getting some of the money back I lost. Hey, there is the second dragon item, also one in 256, so only one more left to go until I've got all of the dragon items. Oh my god, okay, I did not expect that. Literally the first key on the trip after, the third dragon item. And oh my god, back-to-back dragon items, let's go. Now here's a little fun fact. The Dragonstone armor set has the same stats as any rune set, which in fact there are 13 different variations of. On screen you can see a list of all of them. Additionally, every single item on that list is wearable and usable in free-to-play, however most of them are unobtainable unless you are a member, or at least have been at some point. So if you are a member and want to flex on some free-to-play players, Dragonstone armor is definitely a good way to do that. Well, we are officially unlucky. We have opened 500 Elven crystal chests in this video, and we have not seen a Dragonstone armor piece. Of course, we have a ton of keys left to go, but we also do have 4 pieces of Dragonstone to get, so hopefully we see one soon. Oh god, I am getting a bit nervous. I have opened now 751 chests and we have still not seen a Dragonstone armor piece. Imagine if this video is just me doing all of these 2,500 keys for 400 million, getting absolutely 0 Dragonstone pieces. Now that would be depressing. This is not good. 1,000 keys opened and no Dragonstone pieces yet. We are twice the drop rate. Every time we go on rate for this, it costs us 80 million GP. So being 160 million GP into this, it's not feeling great. But at least we are getting some of the loot back, and we're also at 3,300 crystal shards almost. Which, you know, we could always spend on making more keys in the future, I guess. I don't really know what to update you guys on except just my insane despair, because after these 8 keys, I have opened half of everything. I have opened 1,250 chests and I've seen nothing. Not a single Dragonstone armor piece, not a single collection log unlocked. Either my luck is building up to give me back-to-back Dragonstone items, or we're just going to end this video with absolutely nothing. You know what, maybe it's time to start getting superstitious. Maybe if I zoom in the camera as much as possible on the chest, it's going to give me good luck. Well, that did absolutely nothing. Okay, we are down to 1,000 keys left. Please, Jagex, can I have just a crumb of a Dragonstone item? Just the small edge, just the crust. Oh my god, yes, yes, we finally got an item, the Dragonstone Fullhand. That looks so cool, man. Ooh, 1,523 chests. That is 3 times the rate. At least it's not a duplicate. That would have been sad if it was a dupe. So yeah, just casually cost me 251 million GP to get this item worth 1.2 million. I'd say that's a pretty good trade-off. I knew this was going to happen. Yes, dude. Now that we've been so unlucky, all the luck has accumulated into getting a bunch of these items. Dragonstone gauntlets. We have not seen any duplicates. This is all turning around for us. Oh my god. No way, dude, not a single duplicate. We just keep getting items we need now. You know, I feel like I kind of deserved it after going so long without getting an item, but it's actually insanely lucky to just land on all the items you're missing. And that actually means we only miss one item on the entire log, the chest plates. Pretty much every single person I've seen that have successfully completed this log have a couple of duplicates. It would truly be crazy if I got all of them without any dupes. Unfortunately, we're down to only 95 keys left, and it's not looking very good for getting that Dragonstone plate body and completing the collection log. However, I'm honestly very happy with the results, even though we might not complete the log. Starting off with getting nothing in 1,500 plus keys, into actually getting 3 of the 4 items we're missing in the final 1,000 keys is a great comeback. But here we are with the last 5 keys of the grind. We have 2,995 chests opened and we still have never seen a Dragonstone plate body. And we probably won't see it in the last 5 keys here, but because of how insane of a comeback I just had after such a bad start, I can't really complain of the end result. But yes, unfortunately, no completed collection log. So this is how it looks. We have the helmet, legs, gloves and boots, but no chest plates. But of course, we can always go back here in the future and try to finish this off. But here is all the loot we gathered during this opening with a total value of 126 million. But that's not all. We also managed to get 8,831 crystal shards back, and if you have the Herblo level for it, which unfortunately I don't, you can turn these into divine combat potions for a profit of 15.8k per shard. Meaning the shards are potentially worth an additional 140 million GP. Or I can just use them to make more keys in the future, which is most likely what I'm going to do. But that is going to do it for this video. If you want to see me do more unique grinds like this, let me know in the comment section or by liking the video, as collection logging and hunting unique items is something I really enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time guys, take care.